All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Bloomin' to You, episode 9.
All right, this last episode gave us some really good, just kind of isolated time with our main two under an umbrella.
But don't worry, because it's not like there would be anything that like romantic that would happen or like any feelings that would be had, because after all, it's you.
It's you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And who you are means very different things than what I mean
who you
to
is,
you.
and
yeah. There's
Naname's a handful, isn't she?
There's quite a bit. There's quite a bit in there, and that's the fun part about this anime is that every single character has something that they're holding desperately to. They want to hold on to and believe any lie that'll let that thing remain theirs.
Well,
even though it's not really theirs, it's someone else's aspect of them that they are really like feeding what they can off of to feel emotionally better about themselves.
Which is probably why Koito is the perfect main character, because she is either the one person who isn't doing that, or at the very least the person who is actively trying to resist that as much as possible.
Trying to resist it. Yeah, that's a great way to describe it. It's there's only so much you can do, but she's trying. And hey, we're
rooting for you.
That's a great struggle to focus on here. But hey, now we know our main three a lot more.
We do.
Because Sayaka has been
upgraded into queen status.
Yes,
Sayaka, we love you. You are wonderful, and
there's just so much pain like around every corner.
I mean, no, I don't have any. I don't have like a retort for that or anything.
It's just that. That's the way it is.
That is the way it is.
But y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Storage shed.
Oh no.
Who's getting locked in there this episode?
But we already had the trapped.
I know.
Because of the rain. Yeah, where is she? All right. All right. She's really fitting in.
I'm starting a mental countdown already.
Yep.
What do you know?
Oh.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm crossing my fingers like, please let this go well. But there's so many ways this can go wrong.
No, totally. And for the sake of the cold open, I think that's why it was done in that kind of shorthand.
Yeah.
Like, although, let's be real. I do like the idea that after all of the, like, tropes of the, oh no, accidentally stuck in the storage closet, it's like,
no.
Yeah, what happens if you just have two people who are, like, already doing physical stuff, and then it's just like, no, oh no, we got trapped in the storage closet.
No, this is a cabedon of storage closets.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Shut the door.
It's okay, we can just, because, like, realistically, like, come on. Oh no, someone else must have closed the door. Fair.
What was last episode? She's gonna start kissing her hand. Yeah. Yes, it's very different. Yeah,
very different. Okay.
It is one of the hottest things in general when your partner initiates kissing, and I feel like as a guy,
yes,
it's very rare to have
yep
your partner initiate kissing.
And so good job, Nanami, for being like, hey, could you, you know, here's something that I would really appreciate if you would do.
Yeah. Have a field day with me. Second.
ここまでは大体予定通り。誘導終わったよ。あかり。あれ、ヒューガさんと友達なの？中学も一緒だし、今クラスも一緒。おかえり。よ、加納さん。ああ、生徒会劇つながりで知り合いなんだ。脚本の調子どう？ちょっと悩んでるところがあって。じゃあいつでも生徒会室に相談に来りゃいい。女子率上がるの歓迎。
は？
馬くんの役はもっと軽薄なやつにしよう。え？劇のキャラクターつながりの話なんだけど、堂島くんは七海先輩のこと。俺より小糸さんに聞いた方がよくね？評判通りの表面的な部分しかわからなくて、ギャップとか意外性とか。
Conflict。
キャラクターは作れないんだよ。よくわかんないけど、本当に見た通りの人ってだけなんじゃない？逆にわからないっていうのがポイントの人物像。
Sure. And that actually is kind of spot on.
She's mumbling, yep.
What if she ended up hitting the nail on the head just by
accident?
By accident, or by the fact that inadvertently Koito didn't tell her anything different?
Yeah. Oh.
私は七海先輩のこと好きじゃないから。好きじゃないなら生徒会室であんなことは。本当だよ。好きなんかじゃないよ。だって。
She doesn't want me to be.
誰も好きにならないもん。
God, so bright and.
Wow.
そうなの。僕と同じだね。
Aww.
マキ君もなんだ。いいものだと思えるし、理解はできるつもりだけど、この感情を持ったことはないね。
Sure.
Yeah.
映画を見てるみたいな。わかる。寂しいと思ったことはないの？ないね。こういう距離からみんなを眺めるの。
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're not exactly the same.
小糸さんは寂しい？
She does, yeah.
寂しいと思ってたっておかしいとか。私もみんなみたいになりたいな。今は思ってない？
But something's changed.
七海先輩がそのままでいいって言ってくれたから。
Yeah.
好きって返せない私のことが好きだってそう言ってくれるから寂しくないかな。話せてよかった。
Yeah.
同じような人と話せたの初めてだったから私ももう好きになろうなんて思わなくていいや。
Because there's someone else that it hasn't. Okay.
Right, but.
君は僕と
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Right.
だってさっきのは
Yeah, that's a lonely one.
のする顔じゃないよ。
Yep.
Right.
It's a gradient. It's not a binary, just you either are or you aren't, you know. You can relate, but
yeah.
You do feel lonely, yeah.
ご褒美私から
Ready, set, go. Oh, can't hear the starting pistol. Oh no.
Oh shit.
That
All right.
There's a couple things that could mean.
賑やかね。箱崎先生の応援ですか？応援っていうか冷やかしかな。教員リレーってもうすぐ昼休みが終わるので、その後すぐですね。リコってすごく運動音痴だから。知られるかな。私が来たって内緒ね。
Sure.
なのかなこの人。観覧席あっちですから。はい。好きな子ってやっぱりあの子なのかな。綺麗な子だけど。
Yeah.
Just tells at a glance.
Immediately.
Oh my god.
Oh.
勝つ気でやらずに勝てるわけないでしょ。戦う前から負ける気でどうするの？そういうわけじゃないけど、なんでそんなに気合入ってるんですか？それ
I have something to look forward to. Ah!
Serizawa?
Oh, and Akari's with them too, so... Oh. Ah.
Nice.
They're both the weakest, so they're in the middle. Ah. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Yeah, they're tall too. Like,
yeah.
There's no way
their
they
stride
can
is gonna destroy yours.
Yeah. You don't need the help. Yeah. Good start for Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, song, let's go. Oh, good handoff. Nice. And yeah. Akari starts taking the lead already. Yeah. Oh, they did it perfectly.
Yeah.
Ah. Yeah, they're still getting beat. They're getting thrashed still, yeah. Oh. Yeah, you see something, whoa. Finally found the song.
Okay.
Whoa. Oh, shit. Oh.
Fuck.
Oh, I'm getting. Fuck you, music. Fuck you.
Yep. It's below the belt.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh. Yeah,
Right.
Didn't even hear the.
Yeah.
Oh, she can't even look her in the eye. Oh my gosh. Ah, man, I know. Ah, it's so beautiful. Of course, it would happen with like fucking running. Like, they get me.
And the introverted writer friend notices.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, nice. Yeah, we don't do straight. Whoa. Oh.
ダメって何がわからない。ここを越えたらいけないことだけは私からするのは違う気がするんですけど、好きでもないのにするとか言うらしいといえばらしいけど、約束を破るなら代わりに私の好きにするからね。先輩、ごめん。優が嫌ならもうしないから。嫌ではないです。どっちかっていうと気持ちいいし。だって優ってば。
Yeah, now she can.
見返りのいらない行為を。
Oh.
長い。
Yeah, you fell for her.
いい匂い。
Yeah.
それらを心地よいと感じるのは特別なんかじゃないはず。心臓の音がする。先輩の音だ。だってこれじゃ
Wow. Ah. I love it. I love it. I love this show. I'm inspired.
That was awesome.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember the last time I had an experience with a show where like it made me feel like I wanted to have a cry after, like dedicated, like go and cry as a result of the episode.
Right.
But one that wasn't because of something sad.
Right.
You know?
It's something that is a celebration of what love is. Love is bigger than the attraction, it's bigger than the promises, it's bigger than the aesthetics. It's something that, you know, can be celebrated here. Like I feel inspired to fall in love, like, even more from like, watching something like this.
That was beautiful.
Sometimes sometimes, you know, you watch a beautiful little story, and it has a little piece of it that touches you in a very special, specific way.
Yep.
But other times, it's not that it necessarily reaches you for it being like relatable or it being something that is directly connecting with you, but it feels like it's connecting to something else out there that's greater than you.
Yeah.
And you just feel so good that you got to see it, you know?
Yes.
Because it's not about you, it's about the thing itself being celebrated. And I love this is why I love romance shows so much.
Yes. And because a good romance show, like or a romance story, by definition must also be a character story, right?
Yes,
because it's
by
about
definition.
Feelings of the characters, right? And in this situation, we get to see that. But the thing is that I never would have thought to explore the idea of having someone discover their intimately personal, like, you know, interpretation of love. Because like one of my favorite romance anime for a long time was Toradora.
Sure.
Which has the characters trying to understand what love is as a general thing, right? Because it's we don't really understand that, and because we're young and all that stuff, and so they go about learning what it's about. Yeah. And I think it's great. But I never would have thought about the idea of it being for the individual, right? And that was captured so beautifully here. And while watching that scene, well, just the whole like end of the episode with the relay and her watching Nanami run, but then also this heartbeat, it's too fast. It must be Nanami's, right? Because mine doesn't beat like this. Yeah, it can't be mine. That takes me back to like, you know.
Oh yeah, me
like
too.
Late night walks and musings with myself of wondering what is going on when I'm like starting to have my first real crush. Right. And I don't understand it.
Yeah. It's beautiful. It makes me want to cry just hearing you talk about it because because I feel like everyone as they grow up realizes that that's not what love is always going to be for you. And it's kind of sad because love evolves and changes as you evolve and change, because you're never fully encapsulating what love is. You're always seeing a different facet of it based on the thing that makes you catch a little bit of a reflective angle off of it. And so when you're first experiencing it and it's a full kaleidoscope and it just feels alien and weird and different, it's something where you go, oh, I'm overwhelmed. And then
as much as love itself is beautiful, it's also your experience to it.
Right.
Or not experience, your response to it, right?
Yes.
So in a situation like with yous, or, you know, like just the general like first crush kind of a thing. Yeah. It is inherently wondrous because you don't know what's going on. Right? Like it's
Oh yeah. I love reading the works of people that try to describe what that is for people, because there's something, I don't know, maybe it's only something that really relates to the people that are those that have been through those kinds of situations before, because I definitely do feel like there's an unfortunate kind of ignoring that happens for the people like Maki who are like, oh no, I really like just reading about it, but it's not from the standpoint of relating to it. It's of that looks really lovely. That looks really beautiful and aesthetically pleasing.
Experience that myself.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah. And yet, this was her first time feeling like she wasn't alone in the bleak darkness of the ocean, just wondering why I'm numb to feeling anything from this. And then she's like, oh, there's warmth, there's something tickling my fingers up here, what is that? I want to reach towards that. And she didn't initiate the kiss, and yet when the kiss came and then it turned French, it's the shit, hold on, but wait, that broke through a couple barriers for me.
I did actually like it. It wasn't just I didn't dislike it, right? Like that's something that Koito's said before, and has a very particular kind of meaning in anime speak, right?
Yes, true.
But it didn't stop there, right?
No.
Like she did actually like it, but it's so different that she doesn't have a grid for it. She doesn't really entirely recognize it, so she has to think about it and stuff.
Yeah.
And
I was actually very appreciative of the fact that this episode kind of went into that area of, in a semi-joking way, the kabedon of the let's do this, but also the uncomfortableness of, hey, Koito is a little bit inexperienced when it comes to relationships. Nanami, you're not, so you need to be conscientious of her consent here in this situation here, where if she ends up being put into this situation, you can kind of end up, without meaning to necessarily, obligate her into a situation that she's not comfortable in. And yet there was so much communication and back
doing
and
trades
forth.
for things like that is absolutely, a ton of fun and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's the whole thing of your energy with regards to this is fundamentally different than her energy for this.
So the fact that she kept checking in with her throughout this felt really good.
Yeah.
And so this felt very safe. And while, yes, it's more innocent from Koito's perspective, Nanami must have been over the moon. So yes, her heart was beating probably rapidly, but you're also probably only feeling one heartbeat because your heartbeat is matching hers. Or one of the things that I just really, really potentially just like about that idea of I hear a heartbeat is the thing of where when you're so close physically to somebody that you can feel the heartbeats, like not synchronize in a literal sense, but it gets so rapid that you almost feel like you're drowning in this vibration, this maybe this is a bit esoteric and stuff. But,
like a specific, not perspective, but way of thinking about it that is more individual to you.
Right. It's something where I feel like there's a how to describe this. I'm not trying to get super personal here, but I feel like for me, when I'm physically intimate, there's an element of my external senses that gets shut down.
Yes.
I don't really notice much more than touch after a certain point.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people can maybe relate a little bit to that.
Because that's what you're focusing on.
Well, right. But I feel like for me specifically, I'm a bit sensitive to my physical, like my hearing. I'm very sensitive to loud noises and like sudden stuff like that. So I feel like in a lot of ways, having another sense drowned with intensity and too much there actually is very peaceful for me.
Sure.
As long as it's not hearing specifically.
Yeah.
Because then I can have a lot of peace in knowing that those other ones don't have, even if something were to suddenly come about, it wouldn't affect this. So the idea that she has one of where she was so enraptured in the sight of Nanami that she didn't hear the
gunshot at the race ending. Yeah.
Right. That's an example of that. So then this here where she's feeling or hearing the heartbeat, it's something where she can't hear her own because she's so locked in on that one that it's either she doesn't hear hers or hers is so overwhelming her own feeling that she can't hear Nanami's, or both, So
right.
Anyway.
This was the take that I took from it.
Oh yeah, go for it. Yeah.
the fact that she's saying it must be Nanami's, not just because mine doesn't beat this fast,
right,
but the fact that it's the I don't know, but it must be Nanami's. Of course, she doesn't realize this. She doesn't clue into this, but that's the sign that you're enjoying it because you're a bit frazzled.
Yeah.
You're not like your thoughts are skipping around.
Right.
Because your emotions are getting involved here. You're enjoying this, right? Also, yes, you can absolutely feel someone's heartbeat just from like a hand on on their body somewhere, whether it's like on their back side, arm, whatever. But with the way their bodies were positioned when she said that,
they were chest to chest.
No, they weren't chest to chest. They weren't.
Oh,
there was a bit of space in between. So, Koito.
Yeah, because she says, "I hear a heart beating."
Right, I hear a heart beating. Right, and so it has to be Nanami's. But nope. There's the possibility, through like different kinds of like, contact and things like that. Nanami's face on her shoulder, whatnot. Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am so absolutely happy for Koito.
Yes.
And because the episode portrays it so beautifully that there's that part of me that's like, words aren't really needed, Like in the same way that there didn't have to be any kind of description or internal thoughts from Koito when it's happening, when she's watching Nanami run or things like that, right? No. Because we get it.
Yeah.
Even if she doesn't, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. You're not like me. Maki was right. Yeah. It's something where Koito, we understand that you have a belief that you're incapable of tuning yourself towards love, basically. That whatever that sound is, you're not able to synchronize with it. But the fact that you're lonely, the fact that you have this, like, I don't know how to describe it, this longing, because it's not really longing, it's adjacent to it. There's more out there for you, and I think I've made a point throughout this show thus far that I'm rooting for everybody, basically. But there's something in episodes like this where you end up not just rooting for the main character in this regard, but you're ending up feeling like I'm going to take something from this here. I feel like Maki in a lot of ways here. I'm like, I feel grateful to be an observer here.
Right. I have not thought about those late night moments where I was wondering what are these feelings. I have not thought about that in a years. Very long time.
Yeah, same.
I've thought about the general first crush feelings.
Sure.
But not the uncertainty and the like the genuine what's going on. Why does it seem like this person is glowing? Right? And that is an unbelievably special thing.
Yeah.
That even if that's not something that I am presently experiencing, like even as we grow up and get older and have more experiences and all that, there are so many different ways to define love. And there are so many different ways to experience love that being reminded again and again of all of those different kinds of experiences, especially if they're ones that you're never going to get again, right? You can never have...
They feel far away.
Right. Yeah. The not understanding what love is, but you're experiencing it and you're wondering what's going on.
Right, because now you're just more mature. You've
exactly.
been through enough experiences.
Right. Yeah. But that is... that...
Right. They can still happen despite them never being the exact same. They can happen in different ways.
Right. And so remembering the different ways is precious.
Right. It's precious, but I think it's also something where, when I was saying inspired earlier, was that I feel as being a human being, a vessel for love, basically, someone that is capable of giving and receiving in that regard. I feel inspired to find ways to connect myself to the thing that is love and and express that in different and unique ways. Because I don't feel like I can ever truly go back to that place where Koito is at, where you feel lonely in your love experience, you know? I feel like I can never go back to the mystery again.
Sure.
I don't think
because you've learned, you know.
Right, because I've learned. I don't feel like I'm missing anything.
That's not a bad thing.
Right, exactly. I don't feel like I'm missing anything by being disconnected from that kind of experience. But I do feel like there's something in me that will showcase an opportunity to express love in a way that is going to be unique for somebody else. Because my experiences are not someone else's.
Sure.
By definition, Maki is somewhat the most zen-like of everyone here, because he's realized that there is a nigh infinite, you know, refractory kaleidoscope level of expressions.
Everybody's
for
love
love
will be different, and so he can watch people forever.
Right, and he will never get lonely in that regard, because it's it's literally what makes the world go round. And also, I can just turn a different direction if I ever am wanting, and then suddenly, boom, there it is.
The whole kaleidoscope thing, that is always happening.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's not like some, you know, philosophical spiritual thing. It's literally just no, just go people watch. Shut up.
Whether you're talking about
area, you know?
whether you're talking about, you know, the love that Koito and Nanami are discovering, or you're talking about the love that the barista lady showed for Sayaka when she was you know, distraught, or the you know, congratulations on last place, you know, text, right? Like, that's...
And then she say something like, meal please, or something like that. I love
something
their
something like that. Like, that was great.
That was so funny. Yeah. Keep going. I'm just gonna...
But those are all different aspects of it.
Meat please.
Yeah.
What are you doing for dinner? What are you doing for dinner, Miss Last Place? Meat please.
Yeah. Like,
that's love, bitch.
That's love, bitch. And what is life if not a limited amount of time that we have to explore, experience, and seek out,
pour
love,
over it,
and pour over love with others in various degrees, and love
ourselves.
with ourselves.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. I loved the justification that Koito had of finding all of those things pleasant is probably just natural.
Right.
And one of the things that I remember a very, very special experience for me was realizing the idea of you're going to find certain things about certain people or what have you, or certain experiences pleasing to you. You're going to find them to be like, ooh, that's my thing. Whatever reason, it's just, that gets me, you know? And yet, there's something when you look at the inverse of that, of realizing that there are people that don't know what their thing is. There are people that don't necessarily feel like they have a thing that they could find pleasant. And so for her, she's relating it to the whole of, well, yes, generally speaking, society finds these things pleasing. That's just a natural thing that people have there.
Yeah, it probably makes it a lot more difficult for Koito now.
Because it's Nanami, too.
Because it's Nanami. She's the person who is the traditionally desirable, you know, by societal standards person.
And thus this creator, this writer, knows exactly what they're doing by having this archetype be the one that is used to dissect by connection who Koito is, someone that doesn't feel connected to all these human experiences and stuff, and is wandering about, swimming in the ocean like, it's dark down here, I can't see where I'm going, what's happening.
It's the reason why they got together, and it's the reason why there's all this wonderful stuff that's able to be explored from both angles of the ways in which they grow, right? It's not just Nanami wanting someone who doesn't find her special. And I was worried for a second in this scene that it was going to turn into something maybe a little bit less fun, because Koito was going to end up realizing that she does find her special, and maybe that would be communicated, and maybe Nanami wouldn't like that. But so far, no troubles there. But
yeah, no communication there either.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm allergic to lack of communication in romance stories.
It's a nasal irritant. Yeah.
Uh-huh. I need an EpiPen.
Yeah, I really don't have much more to say about this episode other than we just experienced art.
Yep.
The way in which the episode also, I would say, set us up by making everything so bright and full of light and beauty.
Oh yeah, just the scene in the hallway where like the whole thing takes on that different tint, and it's almost as if the light is filtering through the water bottle, right? Because she's underwater or whatever. Mm-hmm. But it's not just because of the water bottle. It's just an artistic thing they decided to do, and it was a fantastic choice.
It was lovely, and so this is quickly and has quickly become probably one of my favorite. Not just romance anime, but romances in anime. Like this is such a unique, beautiful expression of it, from the naive youth aspect, but also the I've got things that I'm working through, and this relationship is a vehicle by which to work through those things. I'm a huge just in IRL proponent of the way in which love can be a great vehicle to accelerate your growth as an individual, because if you're willing to give of yourself selflessly, that's itself going to be its own thing. But I also, from a drama fiction perspective, there's so many ways in which the drama of just naturally giving your heart to somebody leads to all these other things. And the fact that we're still going through such a wholesome expression of this without melodrama bullshit is just, it's like literally heartwarming. I want to cry just thinking that I get to experience this. Is so this is something I find pleasant. I find this whole anime pleasant.
And also, I gotta say, you mentioned the whole thing of the how you love the constant like checking in, which is wonderful, and I'm so glad they're doing it. Like it's fantastic. The other thing that I really like, though, is going into the details of as things escalate physically. How does that affect the comfort versus adventurous levels of the two people, like engaged in said, physical activities, right? And the idea that it's Nanami like starts to go a little bit out there and starts to use tongue. And then Koito's like, well, that's different. Nanami's like, I can not do that if you want, right? And it's like that in and of itself was so precious to me as just like because that's stuff that you have to figure out. And it's something that I have been, shall we say, less than satisfied with other romances sometimes, where it's the physical intimacy starts to happen, and then it's done as very much a binary thing, and then it's like, can it happen that way? Sure, but like, if people are just starting to, like, I don't know, tread into that kind of territory, I feel like it's painting with too big a brush, to just have it be simple like that. Let's get into the details, because that's good stuff.
Yeah. But God, wonderful anime, wonderful episode. Okay, keep going. I want more. But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. And also be sure to check out my Baldur's Gate 3 Let's Play on Twitch, and if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.